Adam's sin teaches a lesson that every Christian needs to hear. Here's what it teaches us, and this is something that we should always keep in mind in regards to sin. When you sin, you're not necessarily the only person that suffers from these consequences. Keep in mind that when Adam sinned, the consequences spread to all of humanity, not just him himself. Oftentimes when we think about sin, we just think about how it affects us and our relationship with God. But you actually find with a lot of sins that they don't just affect you, but they affect people around you. Whether it's a sin in and of itself harms somebody, or the sin has harmed you to the point where you begin to harm others. Let me give you some examples. If you're a habitual liar, it causes people to not trust you because they don't know whether the words that you speak out of your mouth are true or not. If you fornicate regularly, there's a chance that you could bring a baby into this world. And depending on the situation and the relationship with the person that you're fornicating with, that baby could grow up without two parents. Something extreme like murder ruins somebody else's chances to receive salvation because you ended their life early. Being greedy oftentimes results in you trampling on others so that you can receive the things that you want. And some sins that you commit to as well turn into generational habits that people after you are going to begin to do because they saw you committing these sins and doing these things, and so they're replicating them, and it's going to continue on throughout the generations until somebody says that's enough. And we could go through a gazillion more examples when it comes to sin, but I think you understand the point. One big lesson that we can learn from Adam's sin is that sin not only affects us, but it can affect the people around us too. And really, if anything, this should give us more incentives to resist sin and temptation and walk in obedience to God. Because at the end of the day, nobody has to suffer if we just decide to do the right thing. So I hope this gave you some food for thought and perhaps the spirit of gospel to those who we need to speak to. If you want more content like this, just go and drop a sub or a follow. And if you want to hear more teachings from me that are outside of short form content, I would recommend you join my Bible classes every single Thursday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern on Google Meets.